Welcome to Bump Set Chat, the podcast where volleyball professionals come on and share their stories, experiences, and advice. And today, I'm super honored. I have a legend from Bulgaria. I have Vlado Nikolov. Welcome.
Thank you. Pleasure is mine.
Yeah, so the way we start things off is we do a few random questions. So are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Favorite place you've ever played a match in?
Whoa, nice one. Of course, it's always nice to play at home and definitely playing the home games front of the full crowd is it's special moment. However, if I need to say one place which was really awesome and unforgettable, it was the final of Japanese V-League in 2007, where we played in Saitama Super Arena, which is a really special place.
Yeah.
If you can check on internet later, you'll see that this hall is practically a stadium which can fit 40,000,
Wow.
20,000 and 14,000 people. And it was like, experience that I never had before at that time.
Nice.
So, yeah, probably, check this name, Saitama Super Arena.
Okay. All right, next question. So you're making supper or dinner tonight. What would your wife say is the best meal you make?
This is so easy that, I cannot cook.
Oh, okay.
What I am, how can I say, specialized
Yeah.
when I am cooking. Okay, so actually there are two things. First, when I was playing, as Sunday was the game day and Monday was off, and my wife had some, let's say, free time when I
Mm-hmm.
was taking care of kids. Every Monday I was cooking and we ate pizza for years. However, if I need to do something myself, this should be something at the barbecue.
Nice.
And actually, I am doing pretty well picanha on the barbecue. So it's super easy to do. And in Bulgaria we have saying that the only mistake you can do when you have fire and meat,
Mm-hmm.
overcook the meat.
Yep.
So I watch it very closely to not
Yes.
overcook.
Yeah. Yeah. The worst thing you do is when you're having hamburgers and you turn them into hockey pucks because you overcooked them.
Yeah. So more or less,
Yeah.
this is my story with cooking.
All right. And last question. Favorite book or favorite movie?
Huh. I I read a lot, and I don't know if I can say one favorite book or if I need to say only one movie. But if I need to say one movie, should be Gladiator
Yeah.
one
Mm-hmm.
or something like Heat,
Yeah.
uh, or the movie which is unforgettable and changed the industry. It's The Matrix
Oh,
one.
yes.
So that kind of
All right.
movies.
Sounds good.
And about books, I can talk a lot, but probably we should stick with volleyball.
All right, there we go. All right. Well, hey, welcome to the podcast. And let's go. You're from Bulgaria. When did you discover volleyball?
Actually, volleyball discovers me when I was age of 10. Yeah, at age of 10, a volleyball coach came to the school and she asked the teacher, our school teacher, to that everyone line up. And then she said, you, and you tomorrow in the sports hall. I said, but tomorrow in the sports hall. I went home and I said to my parents, listen, volleyball coach came to our class and says that tomorrow I need to go at volleyball practice. And my parents says, if she says so, you go. I went for few times. I like it, and everything else is story.
Yeah. And where does, in Bulgaria, where does volleyball rank, boys volleyball or men's volleyball rank with compared to the other sports, whether it's soccer or football or hockey or things like that?
It's like volleyball is the most successful sport in the history's country.
Mm-hmm.
Right beside that, right beside with I don't know how the gymnastic
Yep.
that playing five girls now with balls, and I don't know how to say this in English. Rhythmic gymnastic,
Okay. Yep.
probably.
Yeah. With the ribbons and the hoops and stuff like that.
Yes,
Yep.
yes, yes. So the women gymnastic and men's volleyball are the most successful sports in the country. Of course, the majority of the people watch soccer,
Yep.
but let's say that it's volleyball player are most famous in the country uh, because our soccer is pretty in pretty bad shape
Yeah.
last 30 years.
Okay. And for you for volleyball, what is the hook it had on you that, turned into such a great career for you?
Uh, I was uh, I was swimming before volleyball, but being in the swimming pool it's boring.
Mm-hmm.
You are I from first up until fourth class I was swimming every day, and in the swimming pool was cold. The water was cold.
Yeah.
I don't know how to measure in Fahrenheit, but
Yeah.
was around 24 degrees
Oh,
Celsius, which is cold.
yes.
And then you're alone with yourself, with your own thoughts for the entire practice. And for me, wasn't very appealing. And then suddenly, when I start to play volleyball with plenty of kids, with a lot of noise, balls, was more fun
Yep. All right.
at the beginning. And then, yeah, a few years later, I grew up and I understand that probably there is something for me at the volleyball stage.
Okay. And and speaking of playing as a kid, for here in the states and Canada, you kids play in school, then they also play club ball, and then they eventually go to college. What is the path for an athlete over there to There's no college sports, so what's your path? Is it just club volleyball and then you play pro?
Actually, this is a huge difference between America and Europe. In Bulgaria, I played uh, only for Lefski volleyball club,
Mm-hmm.
and now in that particular moment, I'm the president of the club.
Oh wow.
So it's kind of legacy. I played for since 1988 up until 2003 in that club, which is professional club. So
Okay.
uh, I start as a pro very very early because okay, let's make a difference. For me, professional means if I take money for this.
Mm-hmm.
If this is the meaning of word professional, we start at age of 18.
Yep.
But even before that, I wasn't paid for practice, but I was practicing 9 times a week
Wow.
since I was 14 years old. So you tell me if this is professional or not.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. Okay.
Without being paid.
Right. And when did you start showing up on the national team's radar? When did you join that team and started traveling?
Mm, I was part of our youth national program in 1994, so I was age of 16. We had some competitions, then we did pretty well without being exceptional. And then in these years, in the 90s, was a really difficult period for us in Bulgaria from economical standpoint. And there was no money for our national team to go on competition. And then I was, for the first time, I was called in our senior national team at age of 19. They needed someone to distribute the water and collect the dirty clothes, and this was me.
All right. And do you remember that first time getting the jersey, with the flag on it and your name on it? It's like, wow, I'm, this is quite the achievement.
Yeah, I remember that I slept for a few days with this jersey.
Nice.
I was really proud.
Yeah, absolutely. And then eventually you made the Olympics. What was your, and I think it was Beijing, right?
And London, both
And
of them.
if for Beijing, that was an impressive opening ceremonies. For you, what was your Olympic experience like?
I don't know about the opening ceremony in Beijing because we wasn't there.
Oh,
We was in Beijing, but we prefer to stay at the hotel to conserve some of our energy.
yeah,
And we wasn't there, which now I consider a mistake.
yeah. And then looking back on the Beijing experience, how was that? How was the competition and what was some of the highlights for you took away from that?
For us was really difficult competition. We finished fifth, and uh, we hoped for more. But in the same time, the Olympics is the highest possible competition in the world of sport, not only volleyball, but all other sport besides probably American football or I don't know, soccer or maybe tennis, I don't know.
Yeah,
But for every other sport, including basketball, the Olympics is the highest possible forum where an athlete can compete. And I don't know if you watch Court of Goats, but if you did, you understand how the American basketball players felt during that particular Olympics,
yeah,
and not only them. So, yeah, Olympics is the highest possible event in the history of humankind.
yeah. And then with the London Olympics, how do you guys improve? I think you guys finished fourth for there, right?
Yes,
How was your
we
London experience? A lot was it a lot different than Beijing?
in both of Olympics we had different. We as a country we had I mean volleyball wise we had different problems. In Beijing, we had some of our players injured, and we wasn't at our best squad. In London Olympic, we had the coach who left the team just before the
Oh
competition,
wow.
which is totally unacceptable.
Yeah.
And with him, one of our best players in the history of Bulgarian volleyball left the team also.
Holy cow.
And I firmly believe that with the coach and with the best player at that time, or in the Bulgarian history, which is Matej Kazinski, we had a really good chance to compete for medals. Unfortunately for us, they abandoned the team and we finished fourth.
Oh shoot. And looking back on your, Olympic journey, sort of what experience has left a mark on you? What do you take from your Olympic experience that you pass on to other players or to your sons?
It's really, my English is not good enough to explain everything how I felt and what I saw there. But I will, at 2008, we ate at the same table with Rafael Nadal. We
Oh,
we
wow.
we during the a day, woke. We met with Messi, which at that time wasn't the Messi nowadays. Was
Yes.
just young talent. But the world was talking already for him. Then at the Olympics, I don't remember which one, but I had chance to make picture with Kobe Bryant. I met with LeBron James, and many other athletes. But those are the most famous.
Yeah.
And there I saw something that I never saw before. Usain Bolt. I want to make picture with him, but he ignored me. He was with his own security,
Oh, wow.
which was unprecedented. Nobody had security. Not Kobe, not LeBron, but he did. And actually later I understood that he wasn't afraid for his life or something, but the security was providing him his time of his own from the thousands of fans he had, which it's interesting, it's funny.
Oh, absolutely. And then after the Olympic, what were some of the tougher things about, the early years of playing pro?
I played 14 years abroad
Oh, wow.
and then more at home
Oh,
as a,
okay.
as a professional. So uh, I don't know. I mean, playing as a pro, it's interesting. I had opportunity to live in different countries, to meet with different peoples. It's how can I say? It's challenging, of
Yeah.
course, especially because coming from a small country with uh, at that time and beginning of 2000 we was still poor,
Mm-hmm.
and the people was judging us by the reputation of our ex-communist country, but not by who we are.
Yeah.
And I needed to prove myself. I needed to prove that the people from our country are like everyone else. That was like my personal challenge
Yeah.
beside volleyball.
Okay. You talked a little bit earlier, you played in Japan. I've talked to a couple of players that played in Japan, and, the rules in Japan I don't know if it was for unique for when you played, but they only allowed two foreign players. How was your Japanese experience playing there?
So first of all, when I played there and up until last year, there was only one foreigner at every team.
Oh,
And
wow.
yeah, now this year are two, and next year will be three, which is amazing for volleyball in Japan and volleyball worldwide.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have a funny story about this. As not many people in the team speak fluent English, actually there was only two-person with fluent English in my team, which was Toreros. I had a personal interpreter, and she was going everywhere with me. I mean, if I want to go to the toilet, she stay front of the toilet. If I want to go to a physiotherapist room, she's in the room with me.
Oh, wow.
If I want to go shopping, she's with me. And was really strange, really strange.
I bet.
And there was one in beginning, when we are making warm up, I spike at the one side, then I cross the court and I go in the other, but I'm crossing the court. So I make like something like I don't know, 10 yards, and she was running around the court, and she was doing this for I don't know 30 minutes. And in one moment I saw her and I said, "What the f are you doing?" And she said, "I need to stay beside you." I said, "Okay, you stay beside me, but just sit. If I need something, I will raise my hand. You help me.
Oh,
And yeah, just imagine. She
yeah.
was running around the court like 30 minutes.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and something strange. Okay, for at least for us in Japan, that an employee have no right to say no to his boss.
Oh wow. That's
It's just
crazy.
not. It's just not possible. I mean, never happened.
Right.
And for me, this was like culture shock.
No kidding.
Coming from France, where everyone can speak their mind and discuss everything. Uh, it was just, different.
Yeah, absolutely. And looking back on all the countries you played in, what were some of the highlights for you?
I had good time everywhere. It's being foreigner. It's sometimes can be different.
Hmm.
I don't know if you will understand this, being in country created by immigrants, but let's say being foreigner in France, it's not always easy.
Yep.
And you know, in France, I had the opportunity to find a friends, which are even now, 25 years later, we sometimes talk with each other. Then during my experience in Italy, I had opportunity to play with one of the best players in the world at that time, and it's something that I will never forget.
When you played, did you have any rituals or pregame warm-ups? Did you have to have a certain meal or, listen to certain music?
Depends of the period,
Yeah.
but for me, when I was young in Bulgaria, we was okay with my friends. We had like preparing for the game. We was always having a chocolate and a Coke,
Okay.
and having enough sugar in our blood was helping us at least at the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
And then when I went in Italy and the first time, not knowing about their culture and their rituals, I went in the a locker room with Coke and chocolate, and physical coach went nuts. He really, no, throw it away. It's controversial. You never take this. And I
Oh,
said, okay, please, come on, man. Just let me be. I will play and I will do my best. No, no, no. He went to the coach, the general manager of the team.
oh,
It's not possible. How you can eat sugar before the game? It's not just, I mean,
oh.
was really, yeah, really different. About the music, most of the time, you know, hard rock or
Yeah.
even something harder,
Yeah. Okay. And
just
it,
to tune, because for me, always when I had chance, before a game, I had my power nap,
mhm.
and the loud music was helping me to wake up.
Yeah. All right. And then during the game, if you had a couple of bad plays, what was your routine to reset yourself? Like some players talk about they step off the court, they come back on, or they just, breathe. What was your thing to reset?
Depends depends of the opponent, depends of the shape in which I was, and I cannot say that it's only one thing making the difference on helping me to focus.
Mhm.
Uh, but and there is another problem that now I was talking with one great coach about my experience. And the thing is that now I remember the late version of myself, the version over 30, with experience, with all the knowledge that I gathered during my journeys. But this is not me when I was 20 or when I was 25.
Mm-hmm.
But I do not remember, how stupid I was. And it's strange that our memory is giving us strange signals.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I remember what I was doing over 30, but before not so clear.
Okay. And if you could look back, all the people you've played, all the players you played with, is there a particular player or a couple of players you miss playing the most, or who did you enjoy playing with the most?
I had the opportunity to play with one of the greatest player in the history of volleyball, and definitely the first one I will mention is Nikola Grbic, who is coaching now Polish national team. Uh, he's just GOAT.
Yeah.
I mean, without any doubt, there was many players who achieved everything, including Karch Kirali from the States. Uh, but Nikola was among them for
Yeah.
sure. I will give you a funny story with him. It was my second, oh, not first, my second year in Cuneo, and we played together. And there was like coincidence. We played final of European Cup against the Piacenza, and then quarterfinal of championship against the same opponent. And we beat them very difficult game on the final of the European Cup. And then we had an easy win at home, the first quarterfinal, and second quarterfinal. Nikola played bad. He was like imprecise, probably not concentrated. I know he had a bad day.
Yeah.
Uh, and then we won, very difficult. We went back in the locker room, and he started yelling at us, guys, come on, come, everyone here, everyone here. We gather around him, and he says, this year we are the champion. I said, what are you talking about? I mean, why are you saying this? And he says, guys, if I can play so bad and we are still winning, nobody can beat us tomorrow.
Nice.
3 weeks later, we was a champion.
Oh, that's a great story.
Yeah, and also I had the chance to play with Ubereno, which is the best libero in the history of volleyball.
Yeah.
I played with many other players in different occasions, but one other is particularly strong. It's Alexander Volkov from Russia, who won the Olympic Games at 2012. Exceptional player.
Yeah.
I can share many other names, but those three are the top picks.
Excellent. And now, if you could go back to, first, second year, yourself, what advice would you have for yourself? Knowing everything you know now from the pros and, just have a different mindset or.
Uh, about mindset, I don't know if you know. Now I am talking with my boys, and they was okay. We had amazing summer. They had amazing summer so far, and in the right moment, we had to win 2 games this year,
Yeah.
and we lost both of them. One was against the second team of Canada playing in VNL this year.
Yeah.
This was a game that we should win with closed eyes, and we couldn't. And the second game was playing at home against Turkey. Okay, Moni get injured during that game,
Yeah.
but it's not excuse. I mean, the team played bad and we
Mm-hmm.
lost. And winning one of those two games could bring us to the finals. And I was, I was a little bit disappointed, but they was really upset. And I said them, when we had conversation, guys, remember one thing: you had one of the best coaches in volleyball nowadays, which is Gian Lorenzo Blengini. However, do you know what is the one thing that he cannot teach you? And before giving you the right answer, do you know what is the one thing that a perfect coach cannot teach a player? The one thing that he cannot teach them is the experience.
Yep.
The experience is something that is not trained. You need to live it. And I am sure that in the next competition or next year, they will be stronger with this experience.
Absolutely.
And all the hard work between now and there. And then, but playing at the highest possible level against such a strong teams like Poland, Slovenia, Japan, and
Mm-hmm.
so on, without in France also, without this experience, it's difficult.
Yeah.
And they did this and they did well, but I'm pretty sure that in next year, with this year's experience, our team will be stronger.
Oh, absolutely. Yep. Excellent. That's great. That's a
So
great, yeah, awesome.
yeah, this is something for all the young players. You need to know that experience it's not train. You need to live your experience.
Yep. Excellent. And then, wrapping up your pro career, when did you know it was time to retire? Was it your body telling you, or you needed something else?
I played until 38, and last 3 seasons I was taking painkillers 3 or 4 days every week
Oh, wow.
just to be able to continue. And my head, my brain was telling me, "Go on, man, you can do it." But my body was saying, "GFYS." So, yeah, actually, I stopped playing when the last season, during all my career, after a game, the next day we was gathering with the coaches and watching how we did technical,
Mm-hmm.
from technical standpoint and tactical. But my last season, I was ashamed of what I was seeing, watching my own games.
Yeah.
So it was like, yeah, my career was overextended.
All right. And I was talking to Kavika Shoji a while ago, and he was talking about when he retired. When he stepped away, he didn't touch a volleyball for 9 months, a year. How about you? When you stepped away, were you like, I need a break? I don't want to see a volleyball. I don't want to play, even pick up.
When I stopped being professional player, I coached a team for our national team, youth national team for 4 months. And then I start to work in our federation. And then, I am like president of probably the best volleyball club in the country. So it's, for me, it's different.
Yeah.
But I was still playing with my kids up until their first victory on the beach. When they beat me for the first time, I said, enough is enough.
Yeah, yeah. With my son right now, we were playing tennis just to stay in shape and whatnot, and he's close to beating me. I think when that happens, I'm not picking up a tennis racket. I'm done.
Yeah, because you won't be able to beat him anymore.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's this is the threshold. When one is passed, it's over.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just you need to accept it.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, looking back on your amazing career, who were some of the people that really, were a mentor or really helped you to get you to where you are today?
Oh, I had plenty person, plenty of person who helped me during my journey, and I don't know if I can mention all of them, but many I had opportunity to work with one of the best coaches in the world, and I'm grateful for this possibility. I worked with my first, how can I say, great coach was from Serbia. His name is Milorad Kijac. He was the first who showed us how we need to practice if we want to achieve our dreams.
Mm-hmm.
Then I went in France, and I had opportunity to work with Vladimir Nikolov, who is the coach winning Olympic gold with Russia in 2012. Then in Italy, I had opportunity to work with Silvano Prandi, which is like
Yeah.
legend. Then even when I went in Japan, I played in Toreros, and my coach Igima-san, it's a person who really opened my eyes. Okay, I will give you another story with Yajima-san just to understand how different we are. Uh, an agent, a Japanese agent, contact me that there is Japanese team looking for opposite, and he recommends me as possible recruit for them. And he says, however, they have one situation which is very important for their coach. Now in that team plays Pavel Abramov, and he is not only a great player, but he is also fitting in the team as personality, and everybody in the team, including Yajima-san, like him. So Yajima-san wants someone who will be able to play, but not only. He wanted someone who will be in harmony with the team. I said, man, I played volleyball. What,
What do I know about harmony?
what, yeah, what you mean harmony? I'm, you know, you can expect, spikes, aces from me, but harmony, how I can achieve this? And he says, okay, maybe you're, uh, how, he says something like maybe, okay, you're ignorant now, but you will see it later. Just, be yourself.
Yeah.
And you have the chemistry. And I said, okay. And he says, Yajima-san wants to see you, how you fit in your current team, how you play, and we are coming to see you during the final French Cup. I said, okay, come. I will be, a pleasure will be mine. Then the quarterfinal was easy, and the semi-final and finals was like Saturday, Sunday. And Saturday we play against a good team, but nothing special. And we knew that we are better, and that's why probably we was a little bit nervous.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, we won 3-1, and my performance wasn't good enough. I was pissed after the game, and they came uh, just before going to the locker room. They came, and Nobi present me Yajima-san and says, "Okay, Vlado, Yajima-san," and Yajima-san says, "Good game. I like your performance." And I said, "Man, why is this irony? why? I don't need this. And he says, I'm not ironic. I like how you behave on the court. I said, if you like this, watch me tomorrow. And then, yeah, we split. I went with the team. The next day, I made a great game. We won, and yeah, I went to Japan.
Nice. And how was it playing for him? Was it a good experience under his coaching?
Yeah, it was amazing.
Excellent.
And I understood a little bit later what harmony means.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it in Japan was really interesting. It's a unique place with a unique culture, and it was nice.
Awesome. All right. So let's jump into your family a little bit. So I think I read somewhere your wife played volleyball too.
Yes, she was in our youth national team, but in one moment she understood that for her will be difficult to have a great volleyball career, and then she sacrificed her own chances to build the family.
Yeah. And speaking of the family, you have four children:
Yes.
Alex, Simon, and Philip. Phil.
Philip and Daria.
Yeah. And are they all athletes, or they are all their own unique
Uh,
personalities?
uh, okay, they are different. Alex and Moni, everybody knows them.
Yeah.
Philip, it's probably the less sporty guy in the family.
Yeah.
Uh, but he's 10, and now this year I decide that I will give him, like, I will push him a little bit to see if volleyball is his thing.
Mm-hmm.
If not, we'll look for in different areas. But still, he's like that much taller than everyone else in his class,
Oh wow.
and he's taller than Alex and Moni at his age.
Holy.
So probably will be a waste if we don't give him a try.
Yes, absolutely.
And Daria is it's fire. She never stops. She play volleyball. She go dancing. She everything. She do like some gymnastics
Mm-hmm.
exercise. Every day she's something new. I don't know if this will help her at eventual professional career, but yeah, she's on fire.
Excellent. And now, back to Moni and Alex, at what point did you realize that they had the talent to, be elite volleyball players?
I I don't know. I mean, they start very early. Uh, Before hitting age of 7, Moni made his first official game in France, and he was playing with under 13.
Holy cow.
Yeah, so he's 2006. The team was made of boys 2002, and his brother, which is 2003.
Yeah.
And in one moment, Maya was coaching the team, my wife,
Yeah.
and one of the setter didn't show up one day. He was sick or something, and there was no one else to fill the team. And she said, "Okay, Moni, come in. You have
Wow.
you have your chance." And then he was practicing with the big boys. 2 years later, yeah, 2.5 years later, he was 10. Yeah, he was 10, uh, or just before hitting 10. He played with in France, and again under 13, and the team reached the fourth place in France. So this was quite an achievement.
Yeah.
And actually, I don't know if you are following the college volleyball in the States, but on that championship, there was Luis Sakanoko from Hawaii,
Yep.
and they won the championship. He was playing with Paris, and we finished fourth. However, Sakanoko is 2003, and Moni was 2006, so it's
Oh, wow.
3 years difference.
Yeah.
When you have the kids growing in front of you, it's difficult to say that there is one moment or one situation
Yeah.
which you say, okay, wow, they can be a pro one day.
Yeah.
Okay, there is another story about Moni, which is for me is funny.
Now, is he
Uh,
going to be like, Dad, why did you tell that story?
uh, there was a practice of our team in Bulgaria, and he was 11 years old. And I was already president of the team. I was talking with one of the coaches, and he just mark my word, 11 years old, setter, playing with 12 years old middle blocker. And if this is the net, the hand of the middle blocker is just like this. I mean, the spike is that height.
Yeah.
And we had reception on 3 meter line, and they played shoot. They played shoot, and they make point. But as I saw Moni, setting the shoot from 3 meter line in the middle, I said, Moni, enough, don't make bullshit, just play reasonable. And then 2 minutes later, the same situation, reception on 3 meter, same call,
Yeah.
shoot with the same middle blocker with that height, point again. I said Moni, and my veins start to pulse. Why this kid is not listening to me? But anyway, I needed to go. I went out, and I immediately called one of my mentors.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, the one that I'm calling every time when I need to consult with volleyball questions. His name is Camilo Pochi. And I said, Camilo, we have difficult situation here at home. And he says, what's the point? I am talking to my son. He doesn't listen. And he said, okay, calm down. What's the story? I explained him the situation, and he says, Vlado, you as a player, you achieved everything with hard work and consistency. However, not every player is like you. And if you have a talent and you put strings or no strings or strings,
Strings.
strings. If you put strings on this talent, you will never understand how big this talent is. So do not judge him on what you have in your head. Let him be, guide him through the process, but do not restrain him. And I was, wow, this is probably the wisest thing that I heard in sometimes.
Yeah.
And he was absolutely right. And probably this is the first time when I realized that his talent is bigger than my imagination
Yeah.
about volleyball.
Great story. And then, when did you look at them going to, or when did you look at Alex going to play in the States for college, and why Long Beach? Did you have other players that went there, or, oh, this is going to be a good story?
It's a good story.
And
It's a
great
good,
T-shirt, by the way, representing, Long Beach State.
yeah. So me and my wife, we wanted that our kids graduate, and for us was really important. And the States is the best place, the only one and the best place where they can study and play volleyball at the highest possible level together. And this was, for us, was planned to, when they finished school, to go in university. 2019, we had a trip to the States. We visit some universities in, let's say, east part of the country. Particularly, we went to Iowa, Penn State, and George Mason. Because I had information from John Sprarw that these are, the best coaches in East Coast at that time. In 2020, we had scheduled a trip to California to see, the coaches, universities, to feel the atmosphere there. However, COVID came and we never made this trip. But it was planned to do it. And then, as we cancel our West Coast trip, and I had previous experience with John Sprarw, I was calling him. And from time to time we had chat, but he was very difficult to be reached. And 6 months already passed, and we was talking from time to time, but he was not really eager to take Alex. And Alex was growing, and was growing fast. And in one moment I talked with a friend of mine, Chiara Castanetti, and Alex was supposed to start the college in 2021. And it was like end of October, first days of November. And she asked me, Vlado, what do you think about your son? Is he going to, to be a professional or going to study? What are your thoughts? I said, we think that he should go in the States. And she said, listen, 11th of November is the deadline. After this, the scholarship are distributed, and it's almost impossible to find something suitable, or you need to make compromises.
Yeah.
And I said, wow, we have 10 days. She said, yeah, you have 10 days, and it's not enough for, American reality.
Right.
And Alex was already tall enough to be, interesting. And up until that moment, I was talking only with John, but he wasn't really talking with me.
Yeah.
And then Chiara sent the CV, short CV of Alex to every, Division One teams, except Hawaii and BYD.
Yeah.
No, BYU.
BYU. Yeah.
BYU, sorry, BYU. Except Hawaii and BYU, because, Hawaii, it's perfect place, really perfect, amazing. But, having to travel every other weekend for hours and hours, it was something that we wanted to avoid.
Yeah.
And so Chiara sent the CV to all of the universities, and the next day we start to receive some calls. Okay, we had a call from Santa Barbara, Long Beach, Concordia, many universities.
Yeah.
And then suddenly there was there was interest even from Princeton. And when I saw, I said, I was like this, I was shaking. I went to my wife, Maya, Princeton. And she said, Princeton. I said, yeah, Princeton. So we were super excited. We went to Alex's room and we said, Alex, Princeton wants you. And he says, Princeton? I am not interested. I said, why? Princeton? And he says, you know, the people there, they studied way too hard. I said, oh my gosh, Princeton. And yeah, so we declined the Princeton's offer.
Yeah.
Actually, not we, but he
Mm-hmm.
declined. And then we shortlisted uh, Long Beach and Santa Barbara. And in the last moment, Alex decided that Long Beach is the place. Maybe because of our Knipe,
Yeah.
maybe because of Pyramid, maybe because of the great players that went through this university.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he made his choice. I helped him, shortlist the other
Mm-hmm.
until we had Santa Barbara and Long Beach, but Long Beach was his choice.
Oh.
And then uh, the story continues. Alex made a great season at the semifinals, which was at Poly Pavilion. In the semifinal, Long Beach beat UCLA 3-2, really hard game, and
Mm-hmm.
Alex played amazing game. And I met John Sprarw at the hotel after the game. And okay, he says, congratulations for your son. We had like friendly chat. Of course, he was disappointed from the loss, but I mean, after every game, one team is winning, other is losing.
Yeah.
So yeah, he was disappointed, but we had we exchanged some words. And then he says, Vlado, about Alex, I fucked up. Okay, you should blur this F word, but
Yeah.
this is what he says. And I said, okay, listen, John, the past is the past. Let's talk about my other son, which is here right beside me. And I believe, he's more gifted than his brother.
Yeah.
And he says, wow, okay. Okay, I present him Moni. He says, he presented himself, although what was not necessary. And he says, so you said you play like receiver or like opposite? I said, oh my gosh. Okay, we split our ways,
Yeah.
and next meeting on the same lobby was with Alan Knipe, and I said, Alan, listen, this is Simon. I believe that it's really gifted. What are your thoughts? He says, Vlado, we work very well with brothers. So I believe that at that moment, Moni was destined to Long Beach.
Excellent. Oh, that's awesome. And as a father, as parents, how was that first year with Alex in the US and you guys back home? Did you get a lot of calls from him like, just, miss you guys, or he did well?
It was really hard for him first few months, mostly because it was during the COVID, and he was alone in the dorm with everyone else staying at home.
Oh,
And there was this huge building with probably few kids inside,
yeah.
and he was really lonely. Uh, Even during the practice, they had to do like a COVID test every week or twice a week. They was not able to practice the whole team together.
Oh,
What was really hard.
yeah.
And then mm, after New Year, they when the game starts, he felt he felt good. He felt at the right place.
Yeah. Oh, good.
But in the beginning was really really hard.
I bet. And then, Moni went over there and, he had an amazing season. But I heard he was 17 when he showed up there. That's
But
crazy. Oh,
both of
both were
them
17.
both of them went in the States at the age of 17.
Yeah, that's incredible. And then his year was amazing. They win the national championship. You said you were there. How was that whole first year experience? And he made such a positive impact, let me say, on men's volleyball, college men's volleyball in the States. It was, amazing to see.
I don't know how to evaluate the impact he have on the college volleyball. Definitely, he helped Long Beach to be consistent during the whole season.
Yeah.
Uh, but about the impact of the general volleyball, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Staying across the ocean, not following the social media,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, he did, like, you can see just the impact he had. It was fantastic to see. And then after his season at Long Beach playing in the VNLs, how proud was it for you to see both of your boys competing on the national world stage?
It's it's amazing. I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
It's really hard. My wife is not able to watch the games. She's so excited that she prefer to watch the games on, recorded.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, it's amazing, especially when they was playing side by side
Mm-hmm.
at home in Bulgaria and winning. It's yeah, it's fantastic.
And now, which is harder? Which makes you more nervous, watching them play or when you were playing yourself?
No, man, it's uncomparable. I mean, watching them is like 10 times harder
I
than
agree. Yep.
I it's uncomparable.
Yeah. And now for
Yeah.
you, how do you feel the volleyball game has changed over the years since your playing days, especially on the men's side? Is it faster? They're swinging harder, serving harder.
Of course, it's the game is evolving, and I was one of the best server at my time, but the maximum speed at which I serve was 120 kilometers per hour, which in miles is, I don't know,
Yeah,
73,
70s.
74, yeah, 70 something. Maybe later you can put in subtitles the
Yes.
exact numbers, but was like 120 kilometers per hours. And this was pretty strong serve.
Yeah.
Now, uh, Moni made 135 and Alex 133 this summer. I mean, and uh, yeah, it's huge difference.
Huge. Yeah. Like just
It's
trying to
huge.
pass those would be incredible. Just stop, getting in front of them.
Yeah, it's ain't easy.
No, not at all. And now for you, away from volleyball, what are some of the things you enjoy?
Oh, normal stuff like everyone else. I mean, I I love reading, although lately my eyes are not what they used to be. I need to wear glasses for reading, and then after 30 minutes, my eyes get tired from the glasses and so on.
Getting old sucks.
Yeah, I unfortunately you're right. And then having uh, you know mm, no, glass of wine with my wife and friends in
Yeah.
front of the fireplace, or visiting some interesting places. Nothing
All
particular. I
right.
mean,
Nice.
yeah,
And now,
uh, it's something. Yeah, something else. I am still something that probably will be interesting for the fans of your show. I am still playing World of Warcraft with my friends.
oh, no way.
Once or twice a week, we are gathering and killing some bosses.
Nice. Excellent. What other games? Just World of Warcraft? Did you play anything else?
Yeah, I'm playing World of Warcraft with my friends.
Yeah.
Then just from time to time, I played some strategy games on my computer
Nice.
to relax and to not think about the everyday problems,
Yep.
but just to think about the solutions in that particular scenario that are relatively easy to find.
Yeah.
And my mind is relaxing like this.
Nice. Well, Vlado, thank you so much for doing this. It was wonderful to meet you. But like with past guests, before I let you go, I look for someone in your volleyball circle that you could recommend to come on and share their story.
I don't know why you don't try with those three players that I mentioned that are the greatest I ever played.
All right.
Nikola Grbic, Ubereno, and Alexander Volkov.
All right.
These players are so good. They are amazing, and they was amazing. Of course, they do not play anymore,
Yeah,
but they possess such enormous experience that it's worth sharing the words what they have.
absolutely. Well, all right. Well, I'll get you to twist their arms and we'll get them on.
I don't know how this works, but okay.
All right, Vlado. Well, hey, thank you again so much. It was wonderful to meet you and thank you for sharing your story.
Have a great day, and pleasure was mine.